Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well, and I felt guided to get on here because we have a very intense week ahead of us, and you'll just feel the heat is building. Like we've got very intense, and I'm hearing the word critical point from the guides. This week we've got a very critical week ahead of us, and so I just felt guided to just give you some guidance and also any messages that the guides are bringing in at this time. um, Yesterday I felt the energies of this intensity, so I started to feel the rumblings of the energy, and it was agitation, it was irritation, it was injustice, it was the energy of betrayal, feeling betrayed, feeling like you've had the wool pulled over your eyes, having to dive deeper to see past pains and maybe something that you hadn't processed before from your experiences and life situations that now was bubbling up to come up to the surface. I know on the world stage there's wars breaking out and it's all a bit intense and crazy. So I am needing a lot of silence right now. I'm not, going onto social media. I didn't post anything on Instagram on the weekend. Just I needed to be in the garden. I went to the gym. I needed to go for a walk in the forest. It was like couldn't focus on anything. Just needed to be present and to keep alchemizing this energy within me and just seeing what it was, showing me and showing what the energy was bringing to us and what we are processing together as a collective. So there was a lot of anger coming up, a lot of rage, and June is that energy of the volcano, like the volcano, the lava is coming up and it's spitting now, and it's affecting us all. So how do we navigate this week? I wanted to talk about, and also to see in your lives what's coming up for you. So the one theme that was coming up was relationships. So yesterday was Father's Day around the world, and Father's Day, the energy of the masculine was coming up, like the alpha male, the male energy, the toxic male energy of power, control, money, and needing to be right, ego. That was coming up for us to all see, like it's playing out on the world stage. And when it becomes too the masculine energy becomes too toxic, it's destructive, right? So we're having to look at that, and we are also looking at our relationships where we may have been with a narcissist, or a control manipulative mind manipulator who was using our energy and confusing you, who betrayed you, broke your heart, and they were playing a game like it was a game. And there's a reason why we attract these souls, to wake us up in our lives, to see our light and to reclaim our light again. So this is a time for you to, the world is going to be quite frightening if you look at the news, and don't watch the news. But this is an attempt to create control and bring fear to the collective. And so that if you stay connected to your heart, if you stay grounded and balance your own inner masculine feminine, you can keep the energy harmonious. You can bring it back to center and bring it back to neutrality. And this is really important through this week, that you focus on your inner world, your masculine and your feminine. See what's coming up for you. If there are old unprocessed hurts that you haven't alchemized, that maybe you didn't get to the bottom of before, they're coming up now. So to sit with them, to recalibrate them, to see what they bring to you, to have compassion for them, but then to release them. Go for a walk, move your body. Movement is really important this week. Like get out in nature, dance, do some yoga, go to the gym, whatever you need to do to process these emotions that are coming up and to let them move through you. That's really important. So relationships was coming up, unprocessed hurts, betrayal, control, manipulation, deception. And this is where you're learning to use your discernment. And discernment is really important through this time, to see what is authentic and what is not. What is a power play and what is not. So we're learning to read the subtle energies in the field, to then come back to our own alignment and our own truth and our own authentic power and our own authority. So this is really important. And yesterday I did a video. The Arcturians were hovering and they just wanted to give a message of peace, and love. And I will bring the Andromedans, they're also hovering. So I'll bring all the galactics through one by one so that you can just feel their strength through this time, and the messages they have for us, and just feel the love and the support that is actually here, like the mammals, the whales, the dolphins we brought in at the beginning of June to calm the energetics, to balance the energetics, and to bring in the vibration of unconditional love and higher vibrations. And now the galactics are just hovering around me, and they were hovering around me yesterday. And the Arcturians were the first ones that wanted to come through. The Andromedans are coming in next, so they are hovering. Then the Lyrians are also around. The Palladians are there as well. So we will bring them in one by one, just to give you a message of, just peace, calm, and to stay centered in your hearts. So it's an intense week, and the energies are building, and they're going to keep building. The weather is also heating up. So here in London, the weather's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. So, the heat is picking up. The solar codes are coming in. There's a lot of solar flares as well. And the energies are amplifying. So you've got to take care of yourselves at this time. You've got to learn how to ground yourself. I mean, they're showing me water. So water's a really, good one. Have a cold shower. Sit in a cold bath. Go and swim in the ocean, or if you have a lake or a swimming pool near you, get inside the water. It will cool you down. Find ways to cool yourself down. Meditation, mindfulness, nature walks, forest, go hug a tree, sit and talk to someone that you get on with, that you can have an authentic conversation with about how you're feeling. But it's really important that you process this energy, but also let it move through you, and try not to get reactive with the people around you. Like when we're angry and irritated, it can lead to road rage and having arguments for no reason with people that you love. Try and keep it together, in the sense, just breathe through it. Your breath is going to be really important as well, as this energy picks up speed and it becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. And we are coming together on the 19th. So on this Thursday, I would love you to join me for the Summer Solstice, because it is a really important one. And normally I do the event on the day. I do the Summer Solstice event on the day. But I've been guided this year to do it a few days before. And it's like, the guides need us on board to do this work beforehand. So we're meeting on Thursday, this Thursday coming. It's a free live event where I can answer some questions. We can bring in the light codes, we can bring in the galactics, we can hold the energy templates together, and the energy of peace and harmony and balance, and just come together as a community to do this work. So, sometimes when we see what's going on in the world stage, you think, well, how do I even affect the quantum field? How can I help the collective? How can I make a difference? Well, you can make a difference in your meditations, in your daily practices, but also when we come together, we can anchor this energy with our intentions together, and it becomes really powerful. So this Thursday, the link is below. Sign up, register, and then we will send out an email to you with the link, the Zoom link, for you to attend the event. Okay, so I highly recommend that you join us and just come together to support the intention of peace and harmony, and just bring our energies together as a community. It's key right now. It's key this week. I can't tell you how important it is. And the guides were saying, this is a critical point. They're saying it's a really critical point, and you've got to turn the energetics around. So join us for that. So relationships was coming up. Betrayal, unprocessed rage, anger, sadness, hopelessness. There's a transmutation of that energy going on. So move it through you. If you think about the volcanic energy, it's very destructive. And I talked about this at the beginning of the month, that if you don't, navigate this energy, it becomes destructive. So you've got to navigate this energy within you. Like if a volcano is raging, you can lash out very easily, lash out to the people around you. But if you know it's a volcanic month and it's a volcanic week, like this week is so intense, You stay out of situations where you may react. So you ground yourself every morning, you center yourself, you listen to your music, you get yourself balanced, you go for a walk in nature, you try not to have arguments, and you are more centered. And you're going to need to be that, because you're likely to get very irritated very quickly because of the heat of the energies this week. So, take it easy this week. Come off social media if you need to. Too much scrolling, like I'm needing complete silence this week. I love music, like I have music on all the time, but I need complete silence this week because it's just too much stimulation, too much. I didn't even go onto social media to do a post on Instagram this weekend. I just didn't want to. So you've got to really listen to your body at this time and what it needs, because there's a lot of energy in the field. It's really important to create silence, to create stillness, to create presence, and to use practices that work for you. Focus on your breath and get centered in your breath. That's going to be really important as well. And alchemize this energy and transmute it, because then you're helping the collective, and you're also helping the earth, and you're helping just balance the energetics and the grids of Gaia. When I've channeled the guides before, they have said that the Middle East is a long-term plan. Like it's going to take longer to bring about peace in the Middle East. They were saying it's a 10-year plan. And so as more and more rise into the light, we anchor more and more light, and the shadow keeps coming up, and it keeps coming out to be alchemized for us to see. And as we start to see the light, with the light coming in, and we start to anchor the frequencies into the earth grids, people will start to wake up. People are waking up. They're starting to see things that they never saw before. You might be seeing things in your relationships that you didn't understand before, but now you're getting the big picture, and you're saying, aha, I get it. I understand what took place. I see how I grew through that process. I see what played out. And you might still feel that hurt, because you are a human being at the end of the day, and maybe you suppressed your emotions at that time, but now they're coming up, and you're saying, well, no, that wasn't okay. That was not okay. It was not okay, right? So you're learning to set healthy boundaries. You're learning to say no. You're not allowing toxic energies into your field anymore. You're choosing to rise through this time. You're choosing to focus on your heart. It's really important you keep your heart open. No matter what happens on the planet, when you keep your heart open, you keep inviting in miracles. And it's to focus on your world around you and how you can navigate your inner world. And then you'll see your space. So if you're not seeing wars in your space, you are not in that vibration. And your vibration is so important to bring about the dimensional reality that you want to experience. So you've got to focus on that. Focus on your joy. Focus on presence, focus on peace, focus on your inner world and your inner landscape. That's absolutely key. We can also use this energy really well, and I'll talk more about this on the summer solstice, but we're entering into new timelines. So you may be wrapping up things in the next 6 months, because you're thinking, well, this timeline is done, and it's done, and you're closing it out. You're packing your things, you're clearing out. You don't know why you're clearing this out. Something is coming in. That you're stepping into a new vibration, and you're closing down the old timeline. Yes, you need to do that, because we're about to step into new timelines, new vibrations, and you can feel this energy coming in. So trust what your body is telling you. Trust what your soul is telling you. Trust where your soul is leading you, because you have this opportunity to quantum jump into new realities, quantum jump into new experiences, new timelines. And this energy, you can actually use it to turbocharge you into your next trajectory. Like, it's there. The energy is there. It can be destructive, or you can get under it and you can use it to power you up and catapult you into a new vibration. So it's to focus on where you want to go, focus on the energy that you want to bring in, focus on your alignments, your projects, the things that you love, and don't feed the fear, don't feed the wars, don't focus on that and feel frightened and feel like, oh, what's going on? You focus on creation, you focus on new landforms. Like if you think about the volcano, when it's the lava, it's in full flow, it becomes destructive. But if you see the volcano as the gift of the volcano, and it is a gift for us at this time, to create new landforms, to create new life, to create new spaces, to move into new spaces. So you might be moving at this time, you might be relocating, you might be thinking about relocating and moving to a new space. You might be starting a new project, and this will help you get the momentum to get going. You might be looking at new partnerships, new relationships. You might be thinking of leaving your old workspace and moving into something very different. This will power up your businesses, it will power up your timelines, it will power you up. You can turbocharge in this energy. You can use this fire. Fire is so powerful. As an alchemist, it's energy, right? And it can turbocharge you into your next trajectory, really, if you use it mindfully, rather than getting caught up in the destructive energy and the anger. Transmute that energy and think, okay, I'm going to take that anger and I'm going to fire it up, and I'm going to use it for steam, to fire up my projects, to focus on my projects, to focus on that book that I want to write, or whatever I want to create, and I'm going to use this energy for that. So it's really potent, really powerful, and you can alchemize it to take you to where you want to go. So yes, closing out old timelines, stepping into new ones, seeing the destructive behaviors of others and how it affected you and what you learned from that process, and any unprocessed emotions coming up for healing, for clearing, looking at the world stage. And if it feels too much, if you're scrolling all the time, you're getting overstimulated, stop. This week requires silence, stepping back, being more still, being more present, focusing on your inner world, moving your body, getting centered, getting harmonious within, grounding your energy out of the mind into the heart, keeping your heart open, because as you keep the heart open, you keep the miracle zone open. You keep manifesting what you desire in this energy. So really that was the message of now why I wanted to just hop on, to just give you some reassurance that we're all feeling this energy. It is intense. It is going to be intense for this entire week. It is a critical point for us on Earth. Please join me on Thursday. The registration links are below. Let's come together and let's work on this together. Before the summer solstice, they're guiding us to come together before the summer solstice, when we're just going to launch into that vibration. So please sign up and join me, and join the guides, and I will keep tuning into this energy, and we'll bring in some of the galactics who want to come in at this time to speak to us, to give their messages and their reassurance, but also to know that they are all around us. And we are now stepping into new vibrations, new trajectories, to focus on the new worlds that are building, the new landforms that are being created, the new spaces that you're being called to, the new energetics and the new creations that you're asked to birth here. Use this energy wisely to power you up, power up your projects, and move in the right direction towards unity consciousness and not destruction. Do not feed the fear. Feed love. Feed love. Feed love. Okay, so that was really the message that I wanted to give today. Shall I pick a couple of cards? Let's have a look. Let's have a quick card spread and see what's coming up. I've got some of them here. Sometimes I take the cards out. Okay, let's just get a couple more. It's going to be really hot here in the UK this week. We don't get weather like this normally. We don't get such intense weather, but it's picking up right up for the summer solstice. So the first card was loyal heart. Focus on what you are loyal. Focus on your projects. Focus on what you love. Focus on the souls that you have this unconditional love with. Who support you, who love you. Spend time with those souls, and focus on your heart. We're moving into higher vibrations. We're moving into loving vibrations. So focus on expanding your heart. And we got a Glastonbury retreat literally in 2 weeks now. And it's all about the heart. And yeah, it's about building the new earth energetics. And that's what we're going to be doing now. We're going to be building the new templates so that we can step into these new vibrations and live in a higher vibration. Time for a nap. Time this week, just take it easy. Just be present, low key, alchemize, bring in the light, focus on presence, focus on peace, focus on stillness. If it's too much for you, take your foot off the gas and be still. Take rest, go for walks, be calm and gentle with yourselves, have compassion for yourselves as you navigate this intense week. And it is a very critical point week. So, take it easy. All that glitters is not gold. This has come on before many times. So this is all about the materialism, power, money, acquisition, me against you, I'm better than you. And sometimes we can put souls on a pedestal, and we're through this time we're taking them off the pedestal because we're starting to see behind the scenes and behind the masks. You're starting to see the light behind the mask and true characters of souls, starting to see the true characters of souls and the mask that they wore and the game that was played and is being played. So now your soul is asking you to see beyond the mask, see what's really going on behind the scenes, and bring in the light so the masks can come off and you can see the true power games and dynamics of the ego and the masculine ego that's playing out on the planet right now. And this is a time to, co-create, to exchange gifts, to work with your guides, to work with the angelics, to work with each other, to bring in the light, to work together, to build together, to co-create together, exchange gifts, exchange your gifts, be generous of spirit, share your gifts with the world so that we can move into these higher vibrations and keep rising through this time. So there's my quick message. I hope you're doing well. Let me know in the comment box how you're doing, and if you're feeling the intensity of the energies. Yeah, we're all feeling it. I'm feeling it. And it's quite tough to focus on anything at the moment, so I'm just alchemizing it. We are vacuum cleaners and we clean up the energies, but yeah, there's a lot of cleaning up going on at the moment. So be gentle with yourselves, hydrate yourselves, and take it easy this week. And if you're joining me on Thursday, I look forward to seeing you there. So take care, everyone, and let me know how you're doing. But I send you lots of love, lots of love, and just send you the vibrations of peace, harmony, balance, and flow, and presence. So important. And if you get wound up, just count backwards from 10 to 1. Focus on your counting, focus on your breath, and get yourself recalibrated. And this is your mastery. This is the mastery through this time. Like, we're going to have many waves, many flares, many things happening on the planet to wake everyone up. But it's not to get pulled into that energy. It's to use your mastery to recalibrate and come back to center. Find your middle ground. Find the middle ground. No matter how polarized the energies are, you bring it back to center. You bring it back to center. And as you bring this energy back to center, masculine, feminine, in balance, in harmony, you are helping the collective field. You are harmonizing the field by doing this within you. And that's how you help the planet through this time. Okay, so I send you my love. I send you my presence. You can also sit like this in meditation and just breathe into the vibration of this and focus on your hands and your heart. And just be still. This is just so powerful to do as well. All is well. All is well, as the Arcturian said. All is well. All is well. You can navigate any storm when you chant this vibration. All is well. All is well. I've done it in my own life, and I've seen the effects of it, and I'm passing it on to you to use it in your own life if you're going through a storm right now. Okay, I'll see you soon. Take care, and I'll see you on Thursday.